All right, Shalom. I'm going to start by saying, Kahallah, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash, Damara to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle Green Millstone, and peace and love always to all I can continue to preach the truth, truth and sincerity. All right, real quick now, you have these two guys, you see these four guys right here. I guess these are four of the five people of the billionaires, explorer type dudes that were lost trying to search the wreckage or search something of the Titanic, and now they're missing. Okay, now you've seen the movie Titanic, that was a real story, but of course the whole thing with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Hudson, whatever her name is, Kate Winslet, that was bullshit. That didn't really happen, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they said that part was fake. But all the other stuff, the vessel it was, and they said that, it cannot sink or something like that. And it sank, and for years, they've been always trying to see what happened with the Titanic type, But that's neither here nor there. So I want to look at this particular guy. And then this dude's name, he's a British billionaire / explorer by the name of, I think it's Hamish Hankins. Something start with a, I know both his first and last name start with an H. But neither here nor there. Obviously, he looks like an Edomite, and the pride is all in this dude's face. You know what I'm saying? And these are the other guys. And I believe whoever one of these guys had a son as well. They said it was 5 people, and one was a guy and his son. Now they're all people of the status of billionaire status, rich man status, okay? So now these guys are missing. Now, what did the Lord say about the rich man? Woe to the rich man, for great misery shall come upon you. Now you see how he's smiling, he's doing all this, but he's probably not smiling too much now because, now let's get the article.
For the Coast Guard search and rescue operation.
I'm not going to read the whole article. I'm just reading the story. So
the overdue submersible.
No, you could look it up. So this says a tourist submarine carrying five people, including a British billionaire and one of Pakistan's wealthiest businessmen, has gone missing while searching the wreckage of RMS #Titanic, according to @CBS News. It may only have upwards of 50 hours of airtime left, per reports. And it says the missing OceanGate Expedition submersible Titan has the following members on board: renowned world explorer, I was right, Hamish Harding, French diver Paul Henry Nargillet, father and son Shahzada and Salomon Dyewood. It says Stockton Rush, the founder of OceanGate Expeditions, is believed to be the 5th person aboard. The vessel lost signal in the Atlantic Ocean, 370 miles off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada. The 5-person crew submerged Sunday morning. It's Wednesday morning. It lost signal Now, this asshole, look at this guy. Look like a pedophile. Look like he in a bunch of all weird shit with animals and all that stuff, right? So these are 4 of the people, and I guess another guy, right? So, when you really think about it, it's like, because, it's been, brothers will make jokes. Well, not even jokes, brothers be serious. Brother was saying that they think that Leviathan was the one that took down the Titanic, because in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of nowhere, basically, and, what else could have did it? You know what I'm saying? Because they said it was a boat that can't sink. But real quick, let's get a couple scriptures. We're going to go to the book of James, chapter 5, verse 1. And it reads, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your misery that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten." Now, a scripture like this sometimes could be twofold, because, could talk about the downfall of Israel, when Israel was prospering, when Israel was doing good, and the treasure came to them. But you also fast forward to now, this can go to the people in this world, in this kingdom, quote unquote, numero uno, Edom. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you." Now, what happened probably in that boat, in that vessel right now? Probably a lot of miseries, and they're howling, crying, not knowing what's going on. Because remember, they said they lost signal, so they don't have no signal. They have a little bit of air. This was Sunday morning. It's Wednesday morning, so I don't know if they got found or they found the vessel or whatever, but that's neither here nor there. Just know that they went through an ordeal. And it says, verse 3, your gold and silver is canker, and the rust of them shall be witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure for the last days. For the last days. We're in the last days. Okay, so this is applying to now. We're in the last days, and ye rich men, you reap treasures. Cause you know these devils, they all try to reap their treasure to keep on to their hold on to their wealth. But the Lord said it's gonna eat you. It's gonna eat you, bro, and it's gonna destroy you. You know. It says, verse 4, it says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud. Now, you know, this whole system of Esau got taxes, IRS, rent, all that. You know, it's all fraud, man. It's all fraud. Okay? Anything in Esau's system is fraud. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And that's us. And it says, the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Now, who are the people of the Lord? Israel, man. Who's the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields? That's you, which is of you kept back by fraud. Because we have to work for them. You know, verse 5, and it says, ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and have been wanton. Now, these devils been living on a pleasure. Like, hold up, look. Hold up. Look at this guy. He looks like he's in pleasure right now. He's in Wonderland. Good old time. I'm about to take this another voyage, take another flight. You know, but at the end of the day, you not knowing that your sudden destruction is coming, bro. And it's probably already reached you if he's still alive, if he's not alive anymore. But if he is alive, what is he going through right now? He's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Okay? But reading on, it says, verse 6, it says, ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. Because Jake don't be resisting Esau, man. Jake be trying to be friends with Esau and all this shit. And it says he doth not resist you. So Jake is not even resisting Esau right now. And it says, verse 7 says, be patient, therefore, brethren, talking to Israel, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husband waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it until he receive the early and latter rain. Now, who's the husbandman? Us. The bridegroom is Yahawashi. He's waiting to come back and deliver. Okay? And off of this, it says, verse 9, it says, be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. The coming of the Lord draweth nigh. The coming of the Lord draweth nigh, man. Short and sweet and simple, man. The coming of the Lord draweth nigh. So every day, and we in this devil's kingdom, or wherever you at, where Esau got control of the whole world, but wherever you're at, we're reaching closer to the Lord's return, man. Every day that passes, man. Every day. That was Sunday. It's Wednesday. These dudes probably done up already, you know, because to what I know of, I don't think nobody found them yet. But continuing on, I'm gonna close it off with that because I'm gonna go back to plantation right now. So now we're gonna go to the book of Psalm chapter 52, verse 1, and it reads, to the chief musician Machil, a psalm of David, when Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul and said unto him, David is come to the house of Ahimelech, and says, why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of Yahawah endureth continually, man. So you ain't gonna be able to go against the Lord's plan, you devil. All right, but in this time, if you go back to, I believe, one of the Samuels, the 21st chapter and the 22nd chapter, it speaks on the story of Doeg the Edomite and what he did, because he basically snitched David out. I mean, he ain't snitched David out, he snitched the guy Ahimelech out. Okay, because David had King hollered at him, and he was basically giving them refuge there. All right, and then basically the priests said that they wouldn't the men of the Lord said they wouldn't lay their hands on the priests, but this devil Doeg did. He ended up killing like 400 of them. Okay, so that goes to show the brutalness and the bloodthirsty of Esau. And it said, thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. And that's what these devils do, man. They lie. They freaking lie all the time. Verse 3 says, thou lovest evil more than good, Esau, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. And that's all they have no choice but to lie. All they do is lie. They fucking lie all the time. They lie all the time. And it says, verse 4 says, thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue, man. You fuck the serpent. Verse 5, and it says, Yahawah shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living. Shalah. The righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. So we gonna see it. We laughing right now. We hope Leviathan got your ass. I personally thought it was good news when I heard it. I was cool with the news I heard. You got people on the social media posts up praying and hope they get home. Say, man, fuck them, man. They could be Leviathan. The Leviathan could have done them up already. But I'm read that again in verse 5 of Psalms 52. It says, Yahawah shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place. Because you know Esau can't keep his ass still. And it says, and root thee out of the land of the living Shalah. Now you're in the middle of the Atlantic. Because you wanted to go out there and search out the wreckage of the Titanic. What the fuck are you? What do you want to go? You know what I'm saying? Esau, he's not a keeper of the house, man. He always got to go and do some dumb shit, man. And now the Lord is getting y'all asses back now. You can't just be walking up to wild animals. You can't just be going out in the middle of the ocean, man. Now the Lord is judging you, man. The Lord said to what? The daughter of Edom, the cup shall pass unto thee, man. The same cup that he passed unto us. Slavery, judgment, death, destruction. All the things he said he's going to do to Israel, he said now he's going to do to the daughter of Edom, just like he did to the daughter of Zion, which is the nation of Israel. And it says, verse 6, the righteous also shall see, because we've seen these things on the news, social media, whatever, and fear, and shall laugh at him. So we still fear. We still fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because we know that could be any one of us. You know what I'm saying? And it says, verse 7, I'm end off at that. And it says, lo, this is the man that made not God Yahawah his strength, but trusted in abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. And that's Esau, Edom, numero uno, and then 2/3 of Israel, and then the rest of the heathen, man. This all applies to them, man. Even 2/3 of our people right now. But mainly it's talking to you devils, man. Because the whole house of Esau is like this guy Doag, man. And it said, it made not Yahawah his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches. You billionaires, you trillionaires, you elites, you're trusting in your riches, man. But it says what? The Lord said he gonna get you, man. He's gonna pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, man. He gonna take thee away. And he said, and strengthen himself in his wickedness, continuing on in verse 7, you know, and that's what happened. That's what happened. So, you know, with that, you know, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash, double honor to the positive Israel, aka the positive great millstone. Peace and love to the hopeful elect. I hope to be part of the elect. Shalom. Love to all. Keep watching. We almost out of here. Shalom.